Hi, my name is Madikela. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I want us to talk about the OB crisis. The OB crisis in the sense of your case, it's becoming very serious. It's becoming very serious. Now there is an exchange in the courtroom today because of that situation of the OBs. Now that exchange was extremely important because it exposed something that courts take very seriously in Criminal Procedure Acts. I suppose hence Rata's behavior when that exchange was happening. Now, the possible disappearance or removal or unavailability of original detention records. And the judge immediately understood the danger. He really did understood the danger. What unfolded there was not just about missing paperwork. It became a credibility and chain of custody crisis inside the courtroom itself. Here is the deep breakdown of that. Hang on. The big issue, the OB is the master record. So you can't tell us it's missing kanjani. Make it make sense, especially after Gininda fetched, the team of Gininda fetched it from its original police station. Now, the OB refers to the occurrence book or SEPS 10. According to the witness and the defense, the OB records the first entry. The OB records the first entry, records a movement of detainees, records transfers, records reasons for movement, records who booked the suspects in or out, records who collected, registered, and becomes the primary contemporaneous police records. This is why Ramsipile immediately said that's the master. That line was critical because in police procedure, the OB is often treated as the foundational chronological records. Everything else may later flow from it. SEPS 14 detention register, transfer logs, in-transit records, movement explanations, officer entries, escort details, reasons for removal. So when the OB is suddenly missing, the entire detention narrative becomes vulnerable. Why Ramsipile stopped the cross-examination? Let's talk about that quickly. This was very strategic from Ramsipile's side. Ramsipile basically told the court, I cannot properly cross-examine this witness without the master record. That is a massive procedural point, and Rata understood it. Judge Rata Mokwatleng understood what Ramsipile meant there. Because if he continues without the OB, the witness can speculate, memory becomes unreliable, contradictions cannot properly be tested, and the defense loses the ability to confront the witness with original entries. That is why he said, otherwise, I'm strong to engage. Ramsipile, my guy. Meaning, without the OB, the cross-examination becomes handicapped. And importantly, he linked everything to the entries explaining why suspect moved between stations. That matters because the defense theory throughout this trial has focused heavily on unlawful movement, unexplained transfers, alleged torture locations, off-book detention, and inconsistencies in custody timelines. Now, the OB is potentially the document that either supports police procedure or destroys it. Now, we need it. It must come so that it can prove who is a liar, the police or Bongani Dansi. Then the judge asked the most important question. The judge immediately focused on one issue. Who took the OBs? That changed the atmosphere instantly, Gesana. Notice the progression. First, the police said they are looking for it. We are still looking for it. Then the defense says they were told Colonel Road took them. Then the judge asked, where are the OBs? And then can they be put? Then even more directly, this is the evidence here that she is the one who took them. There was evidence that Colonel Road is the one that took them. Now, that became dangerous because now the court is no longer discussing a simple administrative delay. Now the court is dealing with possession, accountability, documentary control, and potentially evidential integrity. And now Mugo must come and answer what's going on there. What happened to the book? What do you mean you don't know it? Why are you looking for it? Where did you get the others? Why was that one not put with them? Could be. Now, at this point, I want to see who Kennel wrote because I want to know how is she handling this? Because now it's her name that is flying off the air. It's her name that is out here now making the rounds. Now, why is this legally serious? In criminal litigation, especially in South Africa, original police records matter enormously, particularly where there are allegations involving coercion, unlawful detention, torture, fabricated timelines, procedural contamination, or unlawful transfers. If the records disappear, cannot be produced, were removed, or are selectively available, then the defense can argue advance inference, procedural irregularity, reliability concerns, or even intentionally withholding. And remember, this trial already contains repeated allegations involving missing originals, disputed statement provenance, unclear authorship, unexplained movements, conflicting detention narratives. So this moment fits into a much larger pattern the defense has been building, and it's becoming problematic for the state. Whether they like it or not, whether they accept or not, this is a problem, and it's not looking good. The most devastating line, this line was explosive for me, Kesan. This one was very, very, very explosive because Sana, it was such an explosive line. And guys, I don't know if you saw how he was like, Yane, you guys, Yane, you've played me. Yeah, it was that situation. It was that situation. Now, this line was exclusive. The OB talks truthfully to the entries made. Ne? That sentence matters legally. It matters a lot. It matters a lot because you can't. You can't have missing things. You honestly can't. You can't have missing things. You need to make sure everything is there. Ne? Everything is there. Now, because Ramsipule is essentially telling the court that forget later explanations, forget reconstructed memories, forget verbal justifications. The OB is where the truth is supposed to live. That is powerful courtroom framing, and Ramsipule dealt with that very well. Now, why the judge sounded frustrated? The judge frustration came from this. If someone allegedly took the records, why can nobody say where they are? That becomes alarming because police records are not casual documents. They are official state records. They affect constitutional rights, and they can determine admissibility battles later. Now, the judge was essentially demanding accountability. Who has them? Where are they? Why are they not here? That is why the tone became sharper, because he was getting irritated because that expose was not a child's play. Now, strategically, this helps the defense. This moment potentially helps the defense in several ways. One, reinforce process contamination. The defense has repeatedly argued procedure was irregular, records are unreliable, systems were compromised. Missing OB strengthens that narrative right now. Two, weakens confidence in detention chronology. The defense wants to expose who moved Danzi, when, why, under whose authority, and whether procedures were followed. Missing records weakened certainty. Three, creates future impeachment opportunities. If the OB later appears altered, incomplete, inconsistent, or contradictory, the defense can attack credibility heavily. Four, supports constitutional arguments. Under constitutional criminal procedure, detention records matter because they connect directly to legality of custody, treatment of detainee, rights protection, and voluntariness of confessions. Now, the bigger symbolic problem here is, this is what makes this moment so damaging publicly. The Senzo Meyiwa trial, murder trial, already suffers from a perception crisis involving records, statements, timelines, police procedure, and chain of evidence. Now, even the master record becomes difficult to produce in court. That creates a terrible optics problem for the state because the courts expect precision, continuity, and accountability in detention documentation, not uncertainty. Now, this was not a small adjournment discussion. It was a procedural pressure point. Ramsipile effectively forced the court to confront where the original detention records are, who controls them, why they are missing, and whether the detention timeline can truly be trusted. And the judge's questions showed that the court itself understood the seriousness immediately. Because once the original custody trial becomes unstable, every later explanation starts facing suspicion. And Ramsipile was like eating it up, Kesana. And the judge had no choice but to stand by who? Ramsipile, or if not Ramsipile, by who? Lady Justice. And the Ugwu estate was found wanting and not knowing what to do with itself. What are your thoughts when it comes to this? I want us to talk in the comment section. I want to hear your views. Thank you so much. Do enjoy your day. I appreciate you. So please make sure you like, you share, you comment. Don't disappoint. I thank you so much. Bye-bye.